my name is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. This is video 5 in our A Magical Tea Party series, which is LineDotArrow and Nathalie, her Etsy 3-year anniversary kit. And it's got 25 pages and it's very, very cute. I've really had a blast working with it. Now, in this video, we might have a part B that's going to be published the same day. So if you're watching this, then keep your eye out for a second video today that we'll finish up the cover. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take, but I don't want to take more than an hour per video, okay? So we're going to make the cover, but first let's talk about the signatures real quick. I went ahead and finished up signature 2. We had already done the envelope, and I think I put these 2 pockets in off camera, and the 2 sticker butterflies. And then I just put this little collage down here and left the writing space. I may go back, I may take the signature back out and go back and do some, no, I don't think I want to do any stenciling. I may put a stamp of a fairy up there though. The problem with that is that ink tends to go through coffee dyed paper, typing paper. Oh, that is right. And then I made this pocket. I think we did this one on camera. I went back and put lace on it. And it looks like I might need to trim it just a little bit to keep it from curling up when you close the book. And it might have just been, let's put a little drop of glue on there. And it might have just been the fact that there needed to be a little drop of glue. And just hold it on there for a second, because I don't want it to stick to this page. Because the glue will come through the lace. So we want to make sure that it's dry. In the meantime, so on the next page is the center, and I added the lace that we did on the other one, on this one. On this one, oh, look at that, I missed a page. Alright, I'm going to have to go back in and do something on that page. I can't believe I missed a page. And then on this page, I did a double pocket. And instead of going this way with them, I went this way. And the little fairies are peeking out through the thumb holes. This is a writing page. I put the triple thick on the flowers. On this page is a pocket in the center, which you'll see again in a similar fashion on the inside covers. And then I just put a long side pocket with our final 2 pieces of ephemera. Well, we had 2 more, but they're going in the cover for the book. And then we'll have used up all the tags that we have for the kit and all the cards, except for the ones that I printed out doubles of because I needed some. So I have these 2 tags left and this one, this original one left, and that's all. So I have no tags other than these 3, which these were duplicates. That's why they're not inked or anything. And this one left, and I did go dye some more lace, so we would have the lace. Make sure that's not sticking anywhere. It was right here. Okay. Can't believe I forgot this whole page. I've got some final pockets. Oh, I do have a tag. So I've got this tag that we made, and it's got glossy triple thick on it. So we could use this pocket, or would you want to use this one that matches the card? Yeah, and then I'll come back and put some triple thick on there. Let's go ahead and glue this on real quick so we can say the whole entire part is done. I can't believe I did that. I probably thought, well, I'll go back to that page. I did. That means we'll have used everything. One pocket, you know. Make sure to get all that glue on. So I want to move the pocket. I don't want there to be any wet glue inside the pocket. Okay. And this is going to need a little bitty topper. First, let's, I found one of the paintbrushes I lost, not the other though. Shoot. It's a good thing we're using the wider piece of lace on this one. Cover up my mistake. Okay, and I'm going to set this aside and let it dry. I don't want to stick it in there and then have it stick to the page. Okay, so we've got that in there. We've got the butterflies and everything on here that have already been triple thicked, and the flowers down here, the red ones. And so then we have a large tag on this side. It's going to put two tags together, but what are you going to do? Double pocket writing page, single pocket, side pocket, and then the back with the lace. Okay, so that's that one. And we're going to have a flip through after we put the cover and everything on and everything's complete. Okay, so now I've taken two 8.5 by 11 cream colored pieces of paper, and I've overlapped it just a smidge and glued it. Now I had drawn a little over a 1-inch line on this side and one on the bottom, and then I remembered that I need to have the seam right down the center of the spine in this particular case. So I reevaluated, and I'm going to put this in first, and we're going to put the printed side in because we're going to have printed paper on this side where we're just going to have the cream on the other side, and I don't want any of the Simply Green. Oh, this is just so good. Simply Granola. It's just the granola part. You add it to whatever cereal you want, or you can eat it itself if you can deal with that. But this side is the side that we want facing the cream colored paper. And this is upside down, but that's fine. So we're going to take this and we're going to glue it to the paper. Yeah. And I was telling you guys I was watching that series from after the first season, you have to pay to see the second season. I think that stinks. It's like a bait and switch. They don't tell you that until you've watched the first season. Then you have to pay for MGM Plus membership, which is only $6 a month. You know, I understand that. Do I want to pay $6 a month to watch that one TV show? Well, MGM has a lot of movies, but I've got Netflix and Amazon. Do I need any more movies than that? And Peacock Plus with no commercials, which is well worth the extra $3. Okay. Now what I did was, where I centered this, I made a mark on either side. Then I made a little mark where I'm pretty sure I want to put this. I don't know, that seems a little far out to me. I think these are thin. I only put one layer, that's why it's printed on one side. I didn't glue two pieces together, shiny side to shiny side, to have this on both sides. This is a small book, and I don't really think we need it. Plus, kind of a little softer deal with this book I think is fine. So let's put the glue on this. I don't think I put it close enough. And take a look at it as we glue it on. You don't have to glue the heck out of this. Plus it will kind of show through. For some reasons, Fabri-Tac shines through when you put it on cardboard and cream colored paper. I do not know why. I do still want my corners so that I can maneuver the piece of cardboard around a little bit. We are going to be putting paper and lace and whatnot on here, but still, this line will help us get it straight. And then I think I want it, I don't want it loosey-goosey. It looks wider at the top to me than it does at the bottom. That looks better. Okay, let's do the same thing with this one. This is going to be the cover, the inside of the cover, or this side will be the cover. Now I'm hungry. I swear you guys start eating as soon as you start watching these videos. And I'm psychic ahead of time, and so I get hungry. Makes no sense. Yeah, that looks better. You just want to make sure that it's the thickness of the spine. You don't want it to be too loose. I still think we could have put this a little bit closer together. Wish I put this one a little bit closer together. Yeah. Okay, now let's trim this out. Always get too close. If you get too close and you have cardboard that shows, then put book corners on. That will cover a multitude of sins. Especially when it's big. I haven't trimmed it yet. Now that one's too long. Okay, now let's take this ruler, which is my Mr. Pen ruler. Has a mustache on it. And let's put it here. This should be right. It's a little bit narrower than my Timmy ruler, so that's why I am not using that. Tim Holtz ruler's 1.5 inches. This will give us an even fold over. Okay. I'm going to start on the long sides. And we're going to run the glue off there along this top. Let's bend it a little to give it an idea of where it's going. Should have done that before I did the glue. Okay, and let's put glue around the outside edge. And then let's smear glue all in here. Doesn't have to be an insane amount of glue, but it does have to be enough glue to hold the paper down. And it takes a little bit extra to hold it because it's folded over. So you got the tendency it wants to pop open. So then just flip it up. Make sure you push down so that that glue catches. Just slide it towards you. Fold it down. Rub it down until you hear the crackles stop. You hear the crackles. Yeah, see, this corner is going to be a little too long. Okay, and then you just do the same for the other 3 sides. So I'm going to put you on hold while I do that, and then the video won't be so long. This is what your cover should look like. Nice and smooth on the front. Nice and smooth corners and everything on the back. This one's got a little bit of glue. Just take our glue eraser. Takes it right off. This one comes in a little far on the insides, but that's okay because remember our papers are a little short. I did make this, just so you know, this is only 8 1/4 high, I believe. Or 8, no, it's 8 inches high by 5 and let me measure, because the papers are smaller because they're the UK size. Okay, a couple of spots where my hand touched, I guess. Okay, so that's what our cover looks like. Now we need to put the inside center on, which is going to be this to match our signature covers. So now we want to put this equal distance from the top to and the bottom. So that's going to be here. So you can see we had to leave a little bit extra for our elastics, and that's going to give us a little bit of extra space, but that's alright as long as everything is lined up. Then we will be fine. So let's glue this on. The main important thing is that this is completely glued tight to this, and that you put some glue in here. Let's go ahead and do our starting lines. Yeah, this is barely big enough for this to fit in there. You don't want to use the tip, you'll tear the paper. This is where it's going to fold and gives it an idea. Yeah, I can tell this side's a little wider because the bone folder fits in here better. Maybe next time I'll use the bone folder as a guide. Okay, I've inked this on all sides, even though you won't see the left and the right sides, but I thought, hey, let's be sure. So we're going to put glue just from here to here on the inside. going to put quite a bit. We want to make sure, because we don't want the paper to buckle up, which it will if we don't have it glued all the way down in the center. And the Fabri-Tac stays wet for just a hot minute, so you get enough time to put glue on the paper as well. You can see I'm overdoing it, even for myself. I don't normally. Now you're going to want to make sure this is directional. So you're going to have a top and a bottom. Make sure you get a lot on the edges. And then we're going to put extra in the center. And I did still put a little extra in the corners so that I can kind of move it around if I need to. And we just definitely don't want the paper to buckle in the center. When we close the book, we don't want it to kind of pop open at the top or the bottom. I've had that happen a couple times and it's heartbreaking. That's why you do this part first. Glue control. So as you can see, this is about 100 times more glue than I normally use. Right? This is going to be the top. Let's put it even left and right, even top to bottom. Looks like it's a little more to the right. Take your bone folder, squish it real good. Make sure this part sticks. Make sure the middle sticks. Then we're going to go right back up this line. This is the hardest part for me. Just finding that line up and down through the other paper. I think this is the hardest part for making the whole cover for me. Let's find this one. You see, I can't even feel it. And you don't need to close it or anything, but let's just give it a little a memory bend. Plus we want to make sure nothing's going to pop open at the top or the bottom. Because we still want to lay it flat to decorate the front cover. Oh, I thought that was something on there. It was just one of the commas. Okay. So now if you look at this, gosh, I need to clean my surface, I guess. Okay, we want to mark, this is the top. And then this is going to be the front, and this is going to be the back. Okay? So now, to finish the insides, this is what I thought we would do. Well, we can put the eyelets in now if we wanted. No. You don't see. There's a little spot right there. You don't want it, oops, you don't want it bubbling up underneath your inside cover paper. Bad protocol. Okay, let's double check this side. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Now on our inside covers, let's put this in signature so I don't forget, like I forgot the whole page. There we go. There was a little spot of glue that had stuck over too far. There we go. It almost looks like it could use another little spot of glue there. Yeah, that looks better. So leave that open to make sure that glue dries completely. And so now on the inside, this is our guide for where we're going to punch our holes. And I'll explain that in a minute about how I measured it and everything. On the inside, we're going to have these two pieces. Okay. And I'm going to put them in upside down. Good grief. I'm going to put them in upside down on purpose. At least I think they're upside down. Because we're going to put a pocket across the bottom and put a tag. And the pocket's going to be acetate and lace. So we're going to do, let's move these out of the way. Everything's been inked. Let's measure our acetate. I've already got it the height. It's the 1-inch height or width of the lace. This piece is big enough to cut the second piece out of. Okay. Let's see if I can see that well enough to cut them off evenly. It's a smidge short, but it's still big enough for the tag, and we're going to cut it off or cover it with lace. Can't believe I cut it a smidge short. I have a second piece just in case. Cut to the right width. Let's glue this down. This is that little bit thicker so I can see it better. .5 mil thick. So if you just buy an overhead projector thickness, it's good. If you buy the kind that you cut up to put in photo albums, that's good. You know, because obviously your photo will show through it. So your card or whatever will show through it. Okay, now we're going to take the lace. I dyed some more. I think I told you guys that already. We're going to put it right across here from just the inside. This is one of my favorite laces that I get from Amazon. Okay. So now we're just going to put a bead of glue across the top and the bottom of the acetate. That will hold the lace without the shiny showing through. Be careful to not glue your pocket shut. You want this lace to line up with the top of the pocket as well so that you don't see the acetate. So it's going to go right about there. And that leaves just a little bit of our flowers coming down. Looks like I need to trim this a little bit. Maybe not. Yeah. Okay. Now I was thinking since it's the cover and all, putting a piece of ivy across here. And I think I like that. Unfortunately, it cuts off right through the middle of that leaf, but so now we'll just put a bead of glue down the center. Doesn't have to be ginormous. It doesn't take that much to hold it down, and the glue will soak through this if you're not careful. Make sure you're holding it flat. Oh, my dumb phone. Clear in the other room. Think how loud it is in there. Yeah, I like that. In the front, we're going to put these teacups. Oh, nice. Look at that. Fits right to the top. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing over here. This is the front. Top. Yeah, I like that. And again, we're going to put glue on the top and the bottom. Still can't believe that about that show. I was really liking it too. And then season 2 comes out and you have to buy a subscription. Well, you got a 7-day free trial, but the whole thing isn't out yet. They're still releasing it one, episode a week. So I guess you could wait and then binge watch the 10 episodes like I did the ones for the first video. I mean the first, what do you call it, season. All at once, and then cancel your membership. By then you'll have found movies and stuff you like. See, that's the whole deal. I used to have Disney and Hulu, which was a really good deal. Disney, Hulu, and ESPN for, I think it was $15. Now this one I'm not going to cut the leaf off. I'm going to go underneath it. And having that little bit of the leaf hanging off is going to be fine. And really, technically, I should have cut part of this off. It's all good. Put the teacups clear in the back. Really doesn't make a difference, but I just happen to like these better. These have the triple thick on them. Now, we're going to put them in the book. And all we have to do is glue them in like we're gluing them in any other signature, you know, when we do that other style that I like to do. Can't get the glue off my fingers. That big wad of glue on my fingers. You know what I think I'm gonna do is I think we will glue one in, then I'll stop the video, and that will give us about a 45-minute video, and then we'll do another 45 as part B, and you'll be able to go to it immediately. If you're one of my few people that watch right away when I publish a video, you may have to wait 15-20 minutes before part B shows up, depending on how long it takes to upload. Okay? But I don't want to have an hour-long video and then a 15-minute video. You know what I mean? I just don't. So I'd rather have, well, not a 15-minute video, but an hour long and then a 20-minute long, let's say. For example, this glue is just really not wanting to come out. Top, front, front. Line it up with this. Make sure it's lined up on the left. Looks like that tree's a little crooked, or else. No, it's just the way I was holding that one. Okay, so you got the idea. Just glue the other one in. When we come back, we'll start with the front and get that done. Okay? Or we'll glue this one in and then we'll do the front, and that should be about the same amount of time. Not really, but it'll be better than one super long one and one 20-minute one. Okay? Alright, I'll see you then.